So you know how our grandmothers used and reused a piece of clothing? First, they started off by wearing it until it was damaged beyond repair. Then they cut it up and used it as a kitchen towel. And then finally, it would spend its life becoming a pocha in the house. Fast forward to today, according to a study, on an average, each piece of clothing is worn only 7 times before it is thrown or tossed away. Now you might ask, what is it that has made all the difference? Well, this is all result of a phenomena called as fast fashion. Now the very relevant question that follows is why the term fast fashion, as in what is so fast about fashion? Well, the notion of speed here refers to the rate of production and consumption. Say for example, you go to your favorite clothing store, say Zara or H&M or Forever 21, and you buy a couple of dresses. 2 weeks later, you return to the same store only to find out that they have a new collection of dresses altogether. And you could not resist the temptations and you end up buying 2 more dresses. Well, this rate of production and consumption is so fast, hence the term fast fashion. Okay, so now you must be wondering, are all brands fast fashion brands? Well, technically no. Think of it like the bigger brands that mass produce items and get the newest style on the market as soon as possible, say every 2 weeks. And it includes Zara, Forever 21, H&M, Mango, Shein, Uniqlo, Topshop, Primark, and so on. Okay, why don't you pause the video and just take a random guess about the number of pieces that are produced and sold by Zara in a year? Well, that's a whopping 45 crore items, and mind you, that's just one fast fashion brand, Zara. Well, the point of all this information is to just indicate that to meet such a high demand, something is sacrificed. And this sacrifice is often associated with devastating impact on the environment and also those that are involved in the production process. So you remember when we were kids, the only shopping that we did was a summer and a winter shopping. But today, the fashion industry is churning out 52 fashion seasons in a year in the form of trends, which means that each trend lasts for only a week, which is pretty sad. Now you might tell me all of this is true, but what's the harm in it? Okay, I get you. I'm going to take you along around some facts with me, and I'm hoping you would stay with me till the end. The point of these facts isn't to bore you or to bog you down with numbers. It's going to be worth it, I promise you. So let's get started. So I'm sure you remember the cycle from the journey of a fiber to fabric we learnt as kids in school. No, I'm not teaching you all this, just letting you know where the problem exists. So it all starts with fiber, which are of 2 kinds, artificial and natural, which becomes a yarn, and then finally a fabric, which is then stitched and becomes a garment. Once made, they reach the warehouse, and then finally they are dispatched to the retail stores, where we consumers buy it, and then finally it goes to the landfills, where we dispose of the clothing. Now in this chain, there are 3 areas where major problem exist. The clothing and the textile industry is the second largest polluter in the world, only behind oil. So starting off with the first problem area, the growing and the dyeing industry. So look, this is known as a grey fabric, and the term grey does not indicate the color, but the finish, which is unprocessed and hasn't been dyed. When you order say a red dress, it is dyed into the red color. But what is problematic is this leftover water. Textile dyeing is the world's second largest polluter of water, since the water that is left over from the dyeing process is dumped into ditches, streams, rivers that pollutes the water bodies and also the aquatic life. Moving on to the second aspect, which is the people, the garment workers who make these clothes. Have you ever wondered or read the labels where our clothes are made from? Well, you'll be surprised that these are countries like Bangladesh, Cambodia, Thailand, Indonesia. And you wonder why? Well, these are places where workers' rights are non-existent. The conditions in which they work is extremely sad and derogatory. They're tremendously underpaid and they're overexploited. Now coming on to the last problem, the landfill pollution. See, landfill is a place where the clothes are dumped after usage. You might tell me, hey, I don't throw my clothes, I donate them. But at some point in time, they are thrown away and they end up on the landfill. Every second, a garbage truck of textiles is landfilled or incinerated. So this is a beautiful documentary that speaks about what happens to our clothes once they are dumped in the landfills. It's a must watch. I'll put the link in the description box below. Well, that was a lot of facts, and as I mentioned, the point of this video wasn't to intimidate you with a lot of numbers or to make you feel guilty about your love for clothes. So now the very obvious question that follows is, what are we even supposed to do with these facts? Do you expect us to quit shopping and never consume any more clothes? Well, obviously not. This is not why this video was made. There's going to be a part 2 of this video in which we're going to talk about conscious consumerism and in ways in which we can consume fashion in a more responsible manner. Just in case you're interested, there's no force or pressure. Alright, this is it for this video. I hope you found this video helpful, and it would mean a lot to me if you give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel if these are videos that you like. I make video every week, and that is it. I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye!